So the Indiana Fever made another draft pick last night, and we're going to talk about it. Yvonne Ejim. I've listened to the name and I just keep mispronouncing it. I do want to really apologize. I'm just going to call her Yvonne right now. But she's the all-time leading scorer at Gonzaga. And she obviously played 5 years there. But her last 3 were all exceptional. Averaging 16.8 points as junior, 19.7 points as senior, and 20.7 points and 9.3 rebounds per game in her super senior season. She is a 6'1" center, which makes things pretty difficult for her to really make any sort of a dent in the honestly, in the Indiana Fever's rotation. And like, she can hoop. I have no question about that. She can hoop. But like, again, a lot of so Ejim's her name. Yvonne Ejim. But like, her stats again are very good. She's a rim runner. Like, again, she's just a little bit undersized, but she is a rim running power forward. And this is somebody who, like, you would think maybe would just, her archetype fits. Her archetype fits really, really well, but there's just no real jump shot there. The post game, again, is pretty okay. But she is rim running is her bread and butter. She's going to move a lot off the ball. Seals at an okay rate, it seems. But from what I've seen, she is like a true power forward. And it's going to be between her and Michaela Timpson for a spot. So you got 2 players that are both very good. And like Ejim played in the Olympics. She played in the Olympics for Team Canada. But like, more so than anything is going to be that rim running player. Obviously, big game against Arizona a few months ago, but like, I'm still not that I'm not sold. I actually do think that, not that she's going to make a roster. I think she's a hell of a pro. But if you're looking, she did play in the Olympics for Canada, and she played 1 game. She only got on the floor in 1 game, which was not. I hate the way you can't click into these games. The FIBA website's so bad. But like, in the Olympic qualifying tournament, she averaged 0, 0, and 0. In AmeriCup, she averaged 7.9 points per game. Like, AmeriCup is AmeriCup. Like, America, in that was the year America sent out like Grace Berger. Who did America send out? I know Angel Reese was on that team, and I know Grace Berger was on that team, and they lost to Brazil. I want to see who was on that Canada team. But yeah, it was like Canada in their groups. They won their group at least. They won their group in AmeriCup. That's something positive, I guess. And they finished 3rd, which again, I'm guessing they lost to Brazil. Did they lose to Brazil or USA? And obviously that USA team was, where is it? Was like Lauren Betts, Angel Reese, Charisma Osborne. Doesn't seem like too bad a team, to be honest. But like, for the Canadian team, she was the 3rd highest in efficiency. Obviously she wasn't in the top in rebounds. This actually isn't that bad of Canada team, to be honest. And she did okay for it, so. She obviously didn't do too badly. I'm guessing they lost to the USA, or did they lose to Brazil? It's not even loading, but she is like the leading scorer in Gonzaga. I think she's going to be good for training camp. I think they're going to be happy out having her playing in training camp. And I think she's going to be she's going to be all in all like a solid player to have around. And look, again, if this is the archetype of player you want, if the player you want is a rim running 4, and touch wood, nothing happens, but like in preseason, something happens to Michaela Timpson, or something happens to Natasha Howard, and that's the archetype you want to bring in, she could come into the squad. Look, it's highly unlikely. It is highly, highly, highly unlikely she makes the roster for the Indiana Fever. Not saying she's not going to make any roster, because you just never know with third round picks. Like, a lot of time, second, third round picks, they'll be let go of by one team and picked up by another. If she has a decent preseason, which is the ideal scenario, she'll be there for preseason, is that she's there in preseason, does well, and when another team needs a hardship contract player, she's brought in. But yeah, it's very much a thing where there's just not enough roster spots. With 3 rounds and the team had 1 pick. The team literally had 1 single pick, and like all that mattered was one of those picks, and it's going to be Michaela Timpson, more than likely. So I would be surprised if she ends up making it. But who knows? Who knows? Because she did well for Canada. She played in she was great for Gonzaga. Who knows? If she goes in training camp and she goes in the freaking preseason and outplays Michaela Timpson, there's a chance. Because she is an athlete. She's a rebounder. She's going to play with a high motor. She has experience playing a couple of minutes in the Olympics. But she has experience at the international level. She was, again, Gonzaga's all-time leading scorer. I'm not ruling it out that there is a 0% chance that she makes the team. I'd say it's low. I think it's very, very low. But just the archetype of player is someone that is the exact type of player the Fever are looking for, the Fever wanted, and the Fever signed with Natasha Howard. So I think there's a genuine shot that she goes and makes this team. Not a good chance, but a chance. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that she has a chance against Michaela Timpson? Because Bree Hall is a completely different situation, because Bree Hall is a completely different player. Like, she is a 3-and-D wing, like a Lexi Hall, Sophie Cunningham type player. And I think Bree Hall is going to be picked up by somebody else. But I'm not that sure about it with Ejim. So, yeah, I do think she's going to fight it out with Timpson. But I think it's very likely that Michaela Timpson ends up winning that battle. So anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.